Hey, welcome to Spirit Soul Sense Information for Your Soul. I am Charisse, and there might be a Lori Harvey in all of us. So if you don't know, Lori Harvey is a celebrity. She's the stepdaughter of Steve Harvey, and she has been all over the media for what? For dating men. If I was a celebrity in my early 20s, I would be all over the media for dating men. But it's more than that. It's really not just that she's dating men, it's the manner in which she's doing it, which from the outside looking in appears to be unhealthy. So for men and women, I think one of the goals of manhood is to master your sex drive. And I think one of the goals of womanhood is to master this external need for validation. I think women get a lot of attention from men and can learn to rely on it. And one of our tasks is to learn that the validation comes from inside, and we do not need external validation. We do not need validation from a man to feel worthy, right? To add value to us. We're inherently valuable, and we don't need a man to confirm that for it to be true, for it to feel true. Lori Harvey is going through a process like most women go through a process. I think money heightens and amplifies everything. And so she has this celebrity around her. And so we all know that she's going through the process. It's none of our business, but we know it. But we can look at her life as an example. The same way her mother went through the process and has now come out a more secure woman with a man that she loves. We all are going to go through a process of finding ourselves, knowing who we are, valuing. I think the hardest thing to be in this life is yourself. And so we're all on a journey to that thing. Whether it's validation, that is one of the problems in your life, it doesn't really matter. The goal is the same, which is self-actualization. So I think parents often, we want the best for our kids, so we try to prepare them, but kids don't do what you say, they do what you do. And so Lori Harvey is basically doing what her mother did. You can look up Marjorie Harvey's history and see it is less than ideal, but all the things that come together to make us who we are, we can't take away. They're going to shape us. And so in my early 20s, was I getting money and nice things from men? Yes. Was I in situationships I had no business being in? Yes. Was I spending time with men who were players who really did not have the best interests for me? Yes. Yes, I was. I was living my best life. I was dipping and doing it. And I really have no regrets about my early 20s. They say hindsight is 20/20. If I could go back and change and make better decisions, I guess maybe I would, but I really like who I am right now. And if I altered something in my past, I would probably be a different person. So it all comes together in the end. I like to think, right, that we're on a trajectory. Some people don't get it in this lifetime. That's okay. We have another lifetime for the soul to keep evolving, okay? So I really don't have much judgment for Lori. I have a lot of empathy for her and what she's going through. She's learning. She's in her early 20s. This is the time to figure out who you are, what it is you like, what it is you don't like. The only thing is the validation. I mean, I know that some people up until their 40s, 50s, 60s are still seeking outside validation. Men and women. It's not a woman thing. I think the woman part of it is dating men, but men and women go through a similar experience of, I want to feel enough, I want to feel worthy, I want to feel valuable. How do I get that feeling? And there comes a time when you notice that you feel it more certain times than other times. And if you want to grow and evolve, you will say, I don't really like that I only feel worthwhile when I'm in a relationship. Or I don't really like that I only feel worthwhile when I tell people about my degrees or the fancy job I have. When you pick up on those things, then you'll start to change and alter the way you like prioritize things in your life so that what's on the inside comes out. But like, I get Lori, I get women, I love women. And so I've got a soft spot for people who have a hard time like figuring out life. I know, I feel like I really know what it's like. And one of my favorite groups to work with is adolescence, and like that period is marked by identity and figuring out who you are. And so I just enjoy people who are on the journey, who are like taking those steps to figure out who they are, even if they're faltering, even if they're falling, even if they stay down for a while. Like, you are figuring it out. You are not just going with emotions. And I think that's like the most commendable thing. So there's even something to learn from someone like Lori Harvey. Think about areas in your own life where you can grow. Thank you for watching.